So I am Patrice Malloy. I am the owner of Malloy Management Group. We are a boutique financial advisory and consulting firm that empowers you, our women of color service providers, coaches, consultants, agency owners, to make, master, and multiply your money so that you can create millions at hyper speed and build an unapologetic and unshakable financial legacy. As always, I am here to empower you, to educate you, to help you get the most out of your financial life. And I want to talk to you about something that is new with the IRS because it wouldn't be a normal day or a normal year if something wasn't shaken up. So, the newest thing that has hit the scene is the BOIR, or the Beneficial Owner's Interest Report. These are requirements that I've put into place for small business owners. Now, this is a regulation that was recently passed by the IRS, and it's aimed at enhancing transparency in business ownership and financial activities because somebody's out there playing too much and the IRS wants their money. Now, this report requires businesses to disclose the identities of the beneficial owners, so whoever is on that Secretary of State information or the operating agreement information, etc. And these are individuals who own, control, or significantly influence the company's operations and finances. So our CEO, president, founder, etc. Now, why is this important? Okay. The introduction of the BOIR marks a significant shift in how business is going to be done and how business is required to be reported, essentially. Now, this move is part of a broader effort to combat financial crimes like money laundering, tax evasion, and fraud. And so, for small business owners, investors, and entrepreneurs who are compliant with this, it's not just about adhering to like legal requirements, etc. It's also about demonstrating transparency and integrity in your business practices. So you want to make sure, on top of reporting this information, that your finances are in order, that your back office operations are up to date and compliant, that you have been able to produce clean and accurate financial reports so that when it is time for tax season and it's time to file those returns, you are accurately reporting the income that has come into your business. Okay. Now, who needs to file this? Now, the report is applicable to a wide range of entities, so LLCs, our corporations, and then other similar structures, so our partnerships, estates, etc. And so there are some exemptions. And so publicly traded companies are exempt from this, and then specific regulated entities, that's a very small population. So more than likely, you are going to be required to do this reporting. Now, if your business falls under that criteria, you are required to file a report. So let's just put that out there. You want to get in front of it, and it makes sense for you to actually report ahead of time instead of them coming, and by them I mean the IRS, coming after you through an audit or some other sort of enforcement way because a red flag was raised. Okay. Now, here are some keys to prepare for this process. So you need to identify those beneficial owners. So again, who is owner on the business, who is managing the day-to-day operations, who has financial decision-making power, etc. And so you want to determine who in your organization qualifies as that beneficial owner. And so, again, it could be the owner, the founder, it could be a managing partner, a director, but it's majority shareholders, it is individuals with significant control over the business decisions, and those who have substantial economic interest in the company. The second thing you're going to want to do is gather the necessary information. So you're going to collect identifying information for each beneficial owner. So name, address, date of birth, social security number, etc. So all the pertinent private information that allows you to be identified, essentially. So after that, you need to make sure that you understand the reporting requirements. So familiarize yourself with the specific details required in the report, including any deadlines and filing procedures. The next thing you're going to want to do is consult with an expert. So obviously seeking guidance from financial advisors, tax professionals, legal professionals, etc., to ensure that you are accurate and compliant in reporting activities is something you definitely want to do. Now, here's the good part. You can self-identify, and this is kind of giving people an opportunity to raise their hands before the IRS really comes after people and starts enforcing these rules. So it's like getting a gold star for doing what you're supposed to do early, right? For being an early adopter. Now, that is why I highly recommend, and this is what I've done personally, is self-identifying as a beneficial owner. And this involves acknowledging your role and responsibility in the business. And it's crucial to be transparent and provide accurate information, okay? Just be honest. Make sure that your address is correct. Make sure your date of birth, your social security number, etc. is correct, because Non-compliance can lead to penalties, so that's important to be serious and take this process seriously as well. Okay, now how can we help? We can help you navigate through this process. We can help you understand how to draft the report yourself, or we can also do it for you. Okay. And my goal as a business owner is to empower women, especially women in marginalized groups, women of color, BIPOC, etc., to make financial decisions from a place of power, right? We want to make sure that you have the information that you need. We want to make sure that you understand what's happening and what was required of you to continue to run your business entity in a way of integrity and compliance. And we also want to make sure that we are getting to our people first, right? We want to be on the cutting edge of all of the information, all the requirements that are happening. I am a proactive type of gal, and I like to work with other proactive type of gals as well. Reaction is not something that feels good to me, right? So obviously being prepared is the best thing. So again, if you need support with this, I'm happy to assist you. You can click the button below. You can book a discovery call with us to help you walk through this process. And, or if you need support with your bookkeeping, because as you know, it is tax season. So if your books are not in order, it's going to be very hard for you to be able to create those financial reports that are used as inputs for the tax preparation process. So that is what I'm offering for you. If you have any other kind of questions, comments, etc., please let me know. In regard to being able to self-identify, there's one thing that I did just want to let you know that you can do this online. So if you navigate to the IRS website and you put in the BOIR information, it'll navigate you to an e-verify site. So if you have not already created that information, you're going to have to create an account, okay? And then once you do create that account, you're going to have to verify your information, like your mailing address, like I stated, name, date of birth, social security, etc., your ownership in the business name, and then you're going to just essentially say that I agree to accurately report the financial findings of my business operations, etc. So again, I highly recommend that you do this sooner rather than later and kind of get in there to that early adopters class so that you kind of have everything finished. And the beautiful thing about this too is you can do it one time. So unless something significant changes in your business, like the hands of ownership, maybe you purchase, or excuse me, you sell it to somebody else, or maybe you have additional people that come into the space and are acting as people who make those financial decisions, you don't have to make changes. So it's kind of a one and done. But if you do have to make changes, you're also able to make those changes on that site as well. So that's kind of the beautiful thing about doing it online and doing it first, as opposed to having to wait till the end when, you know, IRS has kind of picked up steam and they're good at enforcing these things, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you. Again, it is the beneficial owners information report. It is a requirement. It is something that's going to be consistent. So I highly recommend that you get a hold of it now while it's, you know, kind of new. Instead of when it's hot and heavy and you have to do it, right? So thank you for watching. As always, I'm here to empower you and educate you, to help you through your financial journey, to help you kind of navigate that financial tax landscape, and to keep you informed on what you need to do in order to continue to build wealth and to keep that money in your own financial ecosystem so that you can create millions at hyper speed and create the impact that you want and live the life that you desire. If you're watching with me live, I hope you hit hashtag words, guys. Hashtag live. If this is a replay, I hope that you drop a hashtag replay. Again, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I am happy to answer those for you. Until next time, friends, we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.